This is theOZer, Pampered bees. Monday. Can't come up with a good name for today's vid. I'll just go with Monday. It's in the 70s here today. One of the reasons we live here. The bees that we're seeing at the feeders are coming from the East Colony, which is showing a very strong foraging group of bees here lately. I'm very pleased about that. My West Colony died off, disappeared, whatever it is. I did not find dead bees, but my hive itself ended up being vacated, and I opened that up yesterday and found that it was true. I was suspicious of it for a few weeks. I wasn't seeing the activity on the landing pad, the porch, that I thought I should see. It was not anywhere near the activity the East Colony was exhibiting. These are beautiful bees, and you can, this is probably too bright for my eyes, we will see. You can do this. This is not magical. I'm not performing any razzle-dazzle here. I'm simply resonate my love for my bees. I'm with them. I'm part of their colony, and the bees are indifferent to me. One can say that they're indifferent to me. They're not concerned about it. It is bright. I am tearing up in the bright light. It's a big city. So excuse me for looking teary. These back on. I'm wearing these simply because of the bright lights. I don't need per se to wear these to protect my eyes. It's wise to not put yourself in a situation where you can get stung, and worse yet, get stung in your eye area for sure. But these are wonderful bees. Some of these bees are coming from the hives over at a farm that's just a quarter of a mile from here, west of here. And regardless of where these bees came from, they're here to enjoy the sugar water. I use a very high concentrated sugar water right now in these small feeders I have out. In the summertime, I have a 3-gallon and 2 1.5-gallon dog water dish feeders that I converted into bee feeders by putting rock in the bowl area such that the bees do not drown. And do note that if you're going to put bee water out for your bees, to put some rock in the water so that they don't drown. In their enthusiasm, they can drown. And you do lose some bees to that because of it, and it's unfortunate, but the rock helps to retard their propensity to get themselves drowned. Love bees. I lost my West Colony, and I have already gotten on the internet, the web, and through Apis Honey Hive and Honey Company here in Colorado, I've ordered another box of bees to be delivered the Saturday, April 25th of this year. We got our bees from Apis last year. Both of our colonies came from Apis last year, and we're going back through them this year. They deliver the hives, the boxes, bees to the big city near where we live. And I'm getting a 3-pound box of bees with an Italian queen in it, as we got last year. We got 2 boxes last year. And I will be bonking that box into this hive. I'll shape this hive up. It's going to be a lot better shaped up come springtime. I have the lid off the West Colony to allow robber bees to grab what they can from that hive. It's sad that it's gone. There were a lot of combs on those bars. a lot of brood combs, and they were built down to the bottom. You can see most all the comb has been cut off at the top of the bar, but all the comb was through here was built like this down to the bottom. Just beautiful engineering. How they can do that, I have no idea, but these bees can build down the sides into the trunk and stop right about here. And all the comb has this beautiful symmetry to a degree through it. Yeah. This is near the, like I said, the top part of this bar. There's probably about this much honey section that's in this comb cut off. And there's still some honey, there's uncapped honey through here, and nectar on some other pot. This comb itself came from one of the other combs in the top bar West Colony hive that recently I cracked into and found that the hive was vacated of a colony. The colony is gone. Queen may have died, not sure. Doesn't look diseased. The comb itself is a quite natural color of brood comb that's been used a lot. That doesn't show signs of disease. There was no dead bees in the bottom of the hive itself to show a massive die-off from mites or anything like that. So maybe the queen just died and they stalled trying to brood a new one, and the hive just left with no queen. They just left and may have migrated to my east colony. To say again, my east colony is showing a lot more activity than it has in ever before. Love bees. Get into beekeeping if you see the reason to. It is a fun thing to do. We're gifted in respect that we can utilize this space right behind the back of our house, on the south side of our house. The house itself is like a heat sink. In the winter, in the sun, we get some direct sunlight immediately in the mornings to warm things up in this area, and it has helped our bees. For me also to be very attentive with them. I can look out the window, keep an eye on them anytime I want, day or night. I utilize things like the remote control on-off switch to turn on and off heating pads that I had put on the bottoms of each hive to keep them warm in the cold parts of this winter. The polar bomb really hit home here. It was super cold and our bees started dying, and I immediately went out the next day after that polar bomb hit and got those heating pads for our hives, and I believe it helped save them. Whatever, it's part of how I did it, how I do it. Pampered bees, take care of your bees. Use pure cane sugar for your sugar water. Use a decent concentrate too. In the wintertime, elevate your concentration so there's more sugar in the water, of course, to help the bees out. I also have bee food patty in the hives to help supplement their food and stuff that they can forage during this period of time, which is, of course, lean. Yes, when you look at the porch, the entrance, the landing, on the East Colony hive, we've got bees, we have bees. I guess, when this traffic that we're seeing from my hive on the east side, most of that traffic, I guess, is at that feeder. Last Monday in January, the 26th of January. It is a very warm day here for this area. Weather up into the low 70s here in the sunlight. And we have a massive amount of bee activity. A lot of wonderful bees here. My west colony died, or is gone. I was just, not sure what became of it. The queen may have died, and the attempt to brood a new queen stalled, or something went wrong, and the hive may have left by not having a queen, and may have moved over to the east colony. I am seeing a lot more activity in the east colony than I've ever seen before, which is joyous, be it my girls from the west colony or just the east colony building its own strength, its own colony. So this is theOZer. Pampered bees, a glorious Monday. Take care, and always love bees. I love all you people out there that are in the bees. You are, like I say, cherished people. Take care. Love bees. Me. Pretty neat. Well, I gotta be